Hello dear students, I hope all of you are fine. I Sunil Dutt Sharma, TGT English, Kendriya Vidyalaya Masrak. Welcome you all in our class of English. Today we are going to discuss a very beautiful poem, The Shed, written by Frank Flynn from Honeycomb for class 7. Dear students, please look at the picture carefully. In this picture you can see a shed. I think you have seen it. Now let's try to enjoy the poem. First of all, we will read the poem, then we will understand the poem line by line, then we will do working with the poem. Let's start our class. Let's read the poem, The Shed. Do you know what a shed is? A cow shed, a tool shed, a wood shed, for example. It's a small room away from the main house for storing or keeping things, animals, tools, vehicles, etc. Ask your partner if she or he has ever seen a shed. Let her or him describe it to the class. Now read the poem. There's a shed at the bottom of our garden with a spider's web hanging across the door. The hinges are rusty and creak in the wind. When I am in bed, I lie and I listen. I'll open that door one day. There's a dusty old window around at the side with 3 cracked panes of glass. I often think there's someone staring at me each time that I pass. I'll peep through that window one day. My brother says there's a ghost in the shed who hides under the rotten floorboards. And if I ever dare to set foot inside, he'll jump out and chop off my head. But I'll take a peek one day. I know that there isn't really a ghost. My brother tells lies to keep the shed for his den. There isn't anyone staring or making strange noises, and the spider has been gone from his web. Since I don't know when, I'll go into that shed one day soon, but not just yet. Frank Flynn. Dear students, we have read the poem. We have seen the picture of the shed also. We have understood that the shed is used for what purpose. Now we will try to understand the poem more deeply. Let's try to understand the poem. To understand the poem, first we need the vocabulary. Here I have written some words which may be difficult for you, or you may be familiar with these words. Let's have a glance. Shed, a small room. Hinge, a piece of metal on which a door moves freely. Rusty, covered with rust. Creak, sound made by a door when it is opened. Cracked, broken without dividing into parts. Pane, sheet of glass in a window. Staring, looking. Peep, look quickly and secretly. Rotten, decayed. Floorboard, a long flat piece of wood in a wooden floor. Dare, to be brave. Chop, cut. Peek, peek means peep, and peep means look quickly and secretly. Den, the hidden home of some wild animal. For example, lion's den. Dear students, we have learnt the word meanings, we have read the poem, and now it's time to understand the poem. Stanza first. There's a shed at the bottom of our garden with a spider's web hanging across the door. The hinges are rusty and creak in the wind. When I am in bed, I lie and I listen. I'll open the door one day. In this stanza, the poet says that there is a shed in their garden. A spider's web is hanging across its door. The hinges are rusty and make sound when the doors are opened. When he lies in his bed, he listens to this sound. He wants to open the door of the shed one day. There is no rhyming scheme in this stanza. Dear students, after reading this stanza, we came to know that there is a boy or the poet, and in his garden there is a shed, and at the gate of the shed a spider's web is hanging. The hinges of the door of the shed are rusty, and when the door is opened they make sound. And the poet, lying in his bed, listen to this sound. And the poet is determined that one day he will open the door of that shed. And if we look at the lines carefully, garden, door, wind, listen, and day, these are the last words of every line. Then there is no rhyming pair, so there is no rhyming scheme in this stanza. Now it's time for the second stanza. There's a dusty old window around at the side with 3 cracked panes of glass. I often think there is someone staring at me each time that I pass. I'll peep through the window one day. In this stanza, the poet says that there is a dusty and old window in that shed, and 3 window panes, 3 sheets of glass, are cracked or broken in that window. It shows that the shed is old and not cleaned regularly. Every time when he passes from there, he thinks that someone is looking at him, staring at him. He wants to look through that window one day. Dear students, glass and pass are the rhyming words in the stanza. So the rhyming scheme of the stanza is A, B, C, B, D. So now it's time for the third stanza. My brother says there's a ghost in the shed who hides under the rotten floor beds. And if I ever dare to set foot inside, he'll jump out and chop off my head. But I'll take a peek one day. In this stanza, the poet says that his brother tells him that there is a ghost in the shed, and the ghost is hidden under the decayed wooden boards of the floor. The floor of the shed is made of wood. And if the poet dares to enter the shed, the ghost will jump out and cut down the poet's head. But he is determined to peep into the shed one day. Dear students, in all the 3 stanzas, one thing is common. The poet is determined that one day he will go to the shed. In this stanza, shed and head are the rhyming words. So the rhyming scheme of the stanza is A, B, C, A, D. Now it's time for fourth stanza. This is the fourth and last stanza of the poem. I know that there isn't really a ghost. My brother tells lies to keep the shed for his den. There isn't anyone staring or making strange noises, and the spider has been gone for his web. Since I don't know when, I'll go into that shed one day soon, but not just yet. In this stanza, the poet says that he knows very well that there is no ghost in the shed indeed. His brother is telling lies to keep the shed for himself. Nobody is staring or nobody is making noise in the shed. The spider has also gone from its web. He does not know when, but one day he will go into the shed. In fourth stanza also, the poet shows his determination to go to the shed. The last line, but not just yet, shows that he still hesitates in going to the shed. So, we can say that the poet is afraid of going to the shed and he hesitates. Then and when are the rhyming words in the stanza. So, the rhyming scheme of the stanza is A, B, C, D, B, E, F. Dear students, we have read all the four stanzas, and if we recall, the summary goes like this. In this poem, there is a boy or the poet himself, and in his garden there is a shed, and the shed is old one and it is not cleaned regularly. The window panes, 3 window panes are cracked, and a spider's web is hanging across the door. The poet wants to go to the shed, but due to some strange fear, he hesitates in going there. And the poet's brother says that in the shed there is a ghost, and if the poet will go there, he will cut his head. But the poet is determined to go there one day. In the last line, when the poet says, but not just yet, it shows that the poet hesitates in going there. It may be due to some fear, or it may be due to some other reason. But one thing is clear, the poet wants to visit the shed one day. Dear students, we have seen the picture of the shed, we have read the poem, we have done the word meanings, we have understood this poem line by line. I think now there should not be any doubt, so we should move ahead towards the working with the poem. Working with the poem. Answer the following questions. Who is the speaker in the poem? Second bit. Is she or he afraid or curious or both? Third bit. What is she or he planning to do soon? And the last bit of first question. But not just yet suggests doubt, fear, hesitation, laziness, or something else. Choose the word which seems right to you. Tell others why you chose it. Second question. Is there a room in your house or a house in your neighborhood locality where you would rather not go alone and never at night? If there is such a place and a story go with it, let others hear all about it. Dear students, these are the questions, and you will answer all these questions, and you will also write the answers in your notebook. Dear students, first of all, you try to answer all these questions on your own, honestly. And if you feel any doubt, then I have prepared some model answers to these questions. Have a glance on the answers. These are the answers of first questions 4 bits. Second question, I have not given any answer to this question because, dear students, we all know in almost every street there is some house with which some story goes. So, for second question answers, you try on your own and you tell your story to your friends also. Dear students, my answers are model answers only. Your answers may vary from these, but remember one thing, your answers should be logical. Dear students, thanks a lot for listening to me with patience and carefully. I hope all of you have enjoyed this poem with me and you will do your homework nicely. Be happy, be safe, and keep learning. Thank you.